So hello, what's up? Today I'm going to show you how to install Kali Linux, which as you know is a distro designed for pen testing and hacking, that kind of stuff. I mean, I messed with it before. It's a very nice distribution if you want to get into that kind of stuff. I do also recommend trying out Black Arch, which is another one, or Parrot Security. You're going to want to go there, download Kali Linux, and then select the one you want there. It's 64-bit, 32-bit, depends on your machine. Mate, GNOME, KDE, depends on what desktop environment you want. So yeah, that's nice. You're gonna hit download and then create your bootable USB. Now, I already did that. I'm gonna show you how to install it. So I created the VM. This would be like plugging a USB key into your computer and hitting whatever key does the trick, like F2, F12, F11. If you don't know, you can Google your machine and see how you can get into that. But press F12 to boot device. See, it's all different. Let me make this full screen better. What you do is you're gonna, after you get into the screen, you're gonna go to the graphical install. Just wait for that to boot. Select your English, United States, obviously. United States, American English. This usually takes a while, but this is a RAM drive, so it's going to be a bit faster. It's still loading on a Tera ISO though. It'll take a while. Let's get rid of these two right here. Let's go and configure the network. The installer isn't that hard to install, honestly. It's pretty easy. Hostname. If this is a hostname, if you're new to Linux, this will be the device of your, or the name of your device. You can call it Kali, you can get it whatever, George. In Windows, you have that option too as well. Now Kali seems fine. We're just gonna add, Kali VM, so we know it's a VM. You can call it whatever you want. Domain name, I don't have one. You just enter that if you want. Root password. Now you can have a separate root password, but usually what I do is I lock the root user, makes it more secure. Yeah, so you just hit continue for that, makes it more secure, locks out the root user for security reasons. Or you can create your own password if you want. Now, for this, I'm gonna that'll be my name. Well, seems fine too. A super secure password that certainly is not admin. Now, for another one. Continue. Select your time zone, East or Central, United States. Now for this is for new to Linux users. Guided, use the entire disk, that'll be fine. Unless you would use LVM for more advanced, or manual for more advanced users. But this will be fine for now. This will be the drive you'll select. That'll be like your SDA is your drive, kind of like drive C, drive D, drive F in Windows. SDA 1, SDA 2, that'll be your partition. SDA itself is the drive. SDA, SDB, SDC, same thing. Do you want to put all files in one partition, recommend different users? Sure. Or do you want a separate home or separate home var and 10 partitions? But let's go with the first option. Nothing wrong with that. Finish partitioning right there into this. Yeah, that seems fine with me. Just confirmation on that. This will usually take maybe 10-15 minutes depending on how fast your machine is. Shouldn't take too long on this machine though. It's pretty beefy. 16 core Threadripper CPU and 32 gigs of RAM. Pretty fast. not too fast. Thing with Kali, if you want to install it, because it's based on Debian, some drivers may be harder to install. It's not like Ubuntu. Ubuntu is pretty easy to install to get drivers installed. Kali is more of a command line. It's for hacking anyway, so expecting that is. I quite expected that myself when I first tried Kali from a Windows user. So they really did change things around. The live medium looks a bit different on the 2019 image. That's good to know. They changed a few stuff here and there. That's okay. Pause the video so it doesn't take too long. No, that didn't take too long. You're gonna use a network mirror for it. Yeah, I'll use that. If you have a proxy server, you'll enter that, but I do not have one. That's configuring apps. The package manager is how you install software on Kali, or Ubuntu, or Debian. That's just the package manager. It shouldn't take too long, not as long as the actual installation went, but not too bad. Also installing Grub is the bootloader. That's how it gets Linux to boot. And it's not going to take too long, not like the other ones. There's other bootloaders you can install, but Grub is just the default, that's all. Well, I don't know what that failed. Probably because the drive may not be big enough. Let's see if that's the case. No, we still have plenty. Yeah, it worked this time. Install Grub bootloader on the hard drive. Sure, why not? You can install on a different device. That doesn't matter. But for new users, this will be what you will choose. That's the drive device SDA. That'll be the device we gotta pick. I don't know why it failed the first time. It works now. Interesting. Detected it once in VirtualBox. Don't know how long this is going to take. It's been a while since I installed Kali, but the installation process will always be the same no matter what version you'll use. Usually, it's always been the same for me. Last time I used Kali on as a daily driver was back in 2016, 2017. I showed it before on this channel, but I don't remember this part being that long. It's going pretty smoothly now, I guess. I'm going to reset something, then it just quits. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do it. Installation is complete, that's all. let's continue and see if it installed. This is the same starter, by the way, for Debian. So if you want to try Debian out, which is Kali is based on, as I mentioned before, go for it. It's going to be the exact same process. You just, instead of having Kali right here, you have a Debian logo. I used Debian before. Debian's pretty rock stable. If you'd like to see any other how-to installation video, or just tell me down in the comments, I'll be glad to help you. Distros like Ubuntu or Mint and Manjaro, you take way less time than Kali or Debian do. Like Ubuntu, you can get that thing installed in 10 minutes. Even on a hard drive, will take about 15 minutes. There we go. It's going to reboot now. Let's see how it goes. This will be how you get your grub menu, advanced options. That'll be grub menu Linux 5.3. That's a fairly recent kernel. That's actually quite up to date. See how well it goes. Detected the drivers and the screen size and everything. Almost forgot my password, which is definitely not admin. Wallpaper. It looks like they're using XFCE here. Not too bad. Let's see. Let's try a few things. Kali Linux VM 5.3. Based on Debian, as you see here. Let's see how much RAM it's using. With SH. So much RAM it's using. 485 megabytes of RAM. I give this VM about 3 gigs, almost 3 gigs. Swap, it gives you so much. So I forgot to cover that installation, but it's not any different. So yeah, that's all. If you enjoyed this video, please look what you'd like to see next. I mean, I'm always open up for new suggestions and new content. Thank you for watching.